Hello everyone, welcome to BTT World News. I am Panita.
And I'm Prabja. Today we will go through the latest news updates. Putin defies ICC arrest warrant with Mongolia visit. Brazilian Supreme Court upholds ban on Musk's ex. Mass shooting at New York City's West Indian Day parade. Israel's rally for hostage release after bodies recovered. Farright party wins German state election for first time since Nazi era.
Liverpool City Council loses legal bid to stop investigations of allegations of corruption. Investigation reveals toxic culture in Queensland Fire Department. Greens propose National Renters Protection Authority to enforce rental laws and freeze rents. Albanese reverses his decision to exclude a question in sexuality from the 2026 census.
You've probably heard that lawyer fees can really add up, right? Imagine how much money you could save if you handled most of your legal case yourself. With BTT Lawyers now you can. At BTT Lawyers, we understand that family law cases can be really complicated and expensive. That's why we give you complete control over your case and your expenses. Believe it or not, you can handle 70% of your case yourself. With the help of our legal advisors, clear plans and cutting-edge technology, you can manage the key parts of your case on your own. From preparing documents to tracking your case progress, you'll be able to understand and control everything. We're always here to support you through our offices in Preston, Dandenong, Sydney and Canberra. Facing legal issues doesn't mean going broke or giving up on your case. With BTT Lawyers, you'll only pay a small fraction of the typical legal fees. Ready to take charge of your case? Contact us today. BTT Lawyers, with you, for your case.
Putin has visited Mongolia, this being his first trip to an ICC member state. Since an arrest warrant was issued for his alleged war crimes in Ukraine, despite Mongolia's obligation to arrest Putin, the country is heavily relied on Russia for fuel, making such arrests unlikely.
A panel of Brazilian Supreme Court justices upheld the decision to block Musk's ex due to non-compliance with orders to suspend specific accounts. The court argued that X must adhere to laws in Brazil. Despite the ruling, X remains accessible via Starlink, which has defied the ban by offering free connectivity across Brazil.
A mass shooting at Brooklyn's West Indian Day parade in New York City left 5 people injured. The lone gunman fired intentionally into the crowd, causing chaos and fear among attendees. 2 victims are in critical condition. The suspect remains at large, but police do not believe it is an ongoing active shooter situation.
Tens of thousands protested across Israel, criticizing Prime Minister Netanyahu for not securing the release of hostages held by Hamas after 6 bodies were recovered.
The far-right party, Alternate for Germany, won the state election in Thuringia, making the first such victory in Germany since Nazi rule. The result challenges Chancellor Olaf Scholz's coalition and highlights growing political fragmentation and the rise of anti-establishment parties in Europe. Scholz called the excluding right-wing extremists from government formation.
Liverpool City Council lost a legal battle to stop a public inquiry into alleged maladministration and corruption. The New South Wales local government minister can now suspend councillors and appoint an administrator. The council, facing allegations of nepotism and improper hiring practices, is considering its appeal options ahead of the September 14 elections.
An ABC investigation uncovered a sexist culture within the Queensland Fire Department, where incidents like bell ringing at female recruits were dismissed without formal discipline. Allegations of sexism and bullying persist, with calls for an independent review into the department's culture and complaints management practices to ensure accountability.
The Greens plan to introduce a National Renters Protection Authority to enforce rental laws, fine non-complaint agents up to $78,250, freeze rents for 2 years, and cap rent increases. The National Renters Protection Authority aims to provide greater security for renters and set nationwide standards for housing quality, pushing for significant reforms before the next federal election.
Prime Minister Anthony Albanese reversed his decision to exclude a question on sexuality from the 2026 census after the backlash from the Labour MPs who argued it would show support for the LGBT community. The question will be tested by the Australian Bureau of Statistics. Concerns about the divisiveness remain, but LGBT advocates welcome the inclusion with further debate expected in Parliament.
That concludes our episode for today.
Thank you for joining us on BTT World News.